What's poppin', beautiful people up in YouTube land? I put the 3G Valley, you feel me? And this vid right here, my son Hip Hop Madness talking about why doesn't hip hop respect DJ Akademiks. I mean, the multiple reasons why the hip hop community don't fuck with DJ Akademiks, but he's doing his job. That's his job. But let's get into it.
DJ Akademiks is a meatball to me, so he
Meatball?
said some stuff about Chicago, rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah, he's a buster. He's a weirdo.
He buster.
In real life,
R.I.P.
He behind the camera, and you gotta just let clowns be clowns, man. Like I was on Everyday Struggle, and I walked out just because I'm not a clown. I don't come from that world of like.
That's a real nigga talking.
Up, excuse me. Are we live?
No, we good. We can bleep this.
We used to for trying to film fights,
right?
In the hood.
Yeah.
You fight. What you doing with the camera? We gonna make you fight. What's wrong with you, boy?
Yeah.
We ain't covering no drama. That's called instigating.
Right.
And what's up with you while you at it?
Right.
So, like him get weeded out quick.
From the provocative Charlemagne the God to Hot 97 Zebro to the Joe Budden podcast as Joe Budden, no one is ever going to capture 100% of the audience's affections. Even so, in a world where contentiousness is expected,
niggas still be wearing them bum ass dope hats and shit. Bruh, DJ, bruh. You gotta respect him. Hate him or love him, you gotta respect him,
bro.
Born
in Jamaica, before moving to the U.S. as a high schooler, a young Ak, real name Livingston Allen, made his way
Livingston
into
Allen,
culture.
that's definitely
After
a Jamaican
his degree
name.
in biomathematics from
Wagwan Mayu.
Ak transitioned from college radio DJ to become a unique and incredibly opinionated.
He actually looks skinny
of
there.
Online media. Eventually,
Skinnier.
getting an even
Yeah, my
bigger
son.
platform,
Loaded
courtesy of
now.
Complex's Everyday Struggle, Ak vied for that same unique strain of the American dream that so many rappers do and eked out a brand on his terms. And yet, his success story is one that a lot of people begrudge. In large part,
he had that fake ass Supreme sweat, the Supreme sweatshirt, bro. Niggas was coming at him, bro.
Tendency to play with fire. At times,
he don't give a
this
fuck.
leads him to be the one that receives the scalding. But in other cases, the wider concern is how he runs his operation and how it's been detrimental to not only hip-hop culture, but has negatively impacted real lives.
You got
to
a
some,
round ass
Ak
face.
is a beacon of knowledge.
Okay, something cleaned up.
Used to insultingly term
fat ass cheeks, no homo.
From undue
Pause.
criticism by those who are simply too antiquated to understand. To others, he's the toxicity of social media in human form. To the extent that several artists, namely Metro Boomin, requested that he keep me off your gossip page altogether, please. But where the interest lies is in finding the shades of gray and determining what it is that compels Akademiks to invoke these responses. First off, let's be fair. Start with those who seek Ak as a positive addition. Generally speaking, this camp is typified by younger rappers whose antics populate Ak's numerous social
Hey, one thing, if he's talking about you, bro, that means you popping. So, I mean, you doing something right.
media accounts and have
people just being their feelings.
Sought him out as a favorable outlet to speak from. As many rappers have grown delusioned with traditional media, Akademiks has come in as a happy medium between fan and reporter. Case in point, when XXXTentacion came out of jail, he didn't head straight to major sites or to tell his story to condemning ears. He went straight to the source that his fans or possible converts were likely to congregate at. Capable of having cordial but probing chats with rappers that.
And then one thing too, you can't get mad at DJ Akademiks because like low key he put rappers on, bro. Like, in fact, I think X, the reason why I knew about XRP, by the way, even though I feel like I found out about him through DJ Akademiks. I found out a lot of artists through DJ Akademiks.
From doing long-form interviews,
he put niggas on, bro. Like,
whether in fear of misrepresentation or legal entanglements, Ak has been able to scratch beneath the surface and permit glimpses of the real 21 Savage and Lil Yachty, among others. Having previously chatted with NBA Youngboy on IG Live, Ak has since teased it as a 2-hour plus conversation with the rapper. In fact, He was so eager to express himself on Ak's platform that he reportedly made a 40,000 detour on his private jet to meet with me in Philly and talk for 3 hours. Why choose Akademiks though? Well, for the young breed of rappers that have found themselves vilified by large sections of the mainstream press, Ak, a largely self-made figure with a tireless work ethic who grew his buzz online in the same vein as many of them,
boy.
It's seen as a safe, empathetic pair of hands.
Like he's the first, like he'll be like the first to like break them out, and like now, like especially more than ever, like he say like in the chat room like, yo, put me on to like the new talent in your hood, bro. Like so like he be putting on the young niggas, bro.
To have a crazy
a lot of young
knowledge
niggas fuck
of
with
how
him.
modern hip hop plays out. And so it's not exactly a stretch to assume that he'll understand them too. That said, the plaudits aren't limited to modern artists. During an interview on Everyday Struggle, Birdman was very
this is the wrong
Akademiks'
interview.
business acumen.
I just saw 3 of them. I saw Birdman.
This.
I like the platform you got and what you're doing.
Appreciate
You helping artists, because
Appreciate it.
I think you know talent yourself, brother. You be putting on there makes sense to me, you know.
He be putting on, bro. He be putting on niggas, bro.
I appreciate it.
I think you should start your record label, man. Honestly, that was one of the reasons why I came here. I wanted to tell you that. You know?
The wartime correspondent for a generation
That's Birdman
of
saying that, bro.
rappers, Ak charts their every
You could
move
joke
and
on him
never
all you
fails
want,
to
say a
capitalize
cheapskate,
on the
but
story.
that's a businessman, bro.
However,
He
he's
can
by
see
no means
talent.
an impartial observer. Much like many of today's rappers, Ak understands that controversy is a currency. And over the course of his bravado and Hennessy-filled Twitch live streams, Ak has been known to let his mouth entangle him in scraps. And while he infamously claimed that he will give the same energy to young bands as I would give to Nicki Minaj, in practice,
He really
Ak
hates
very
young bands.
much wears his biases on his sleeve. At some point, we gotta start calling these rappers out for making threats and nothing happens, Ak said, after expressing his frustration about his many beefs. It's not on me, it's on y'all. They've been saying this for years. In reality, a rapper who gets on Instagram Live and tells you that they're gonna do something is most likely capping, bro. But after evading consequences for years, it seems like the day will be soon coming where one of those rappers are gonna actually retaliate. After making the baseless claim that Freddie Gibbs is absolutely irrelevant, the man behind 2 of the most accomplished projects in recent memory went after Ak, labeling him a Teletubby and supplementing his remark with some hilarious offensive merch.
That's
Unaware
funny.
that he was provoking a
That's
true titan
OD
of
funny.
trolling, Akademiks was evidently rattled by all that Freddie Kane had subjected him to and took his frustrations out during an ill-advised tirade about Chrissy Teigen and John Legend. Banned from his beloved Twitch, forced to apologize, and temporarily suspended from Everyday Struggle, Ak finds himself well and truly on the back foot for the first time in his career. But in reality, this is the culmination of years of dubious decision-making. 2 peas in a pod, and in some eyes, cut from the same cloth, 6ix9ine and Akademiks' working relationship and apparent friendship did a lot to
Yeah, that's a lot of reason why niggas don't fuck with this nigga, bro. Fucking with that guy right there. That guy.
By both men's brands. But when Tekashi went to prison, one side of the partnership is free from the ramifications
Those
of the
memes was
clout-chasing
too
and
funny, boy.
that 6ix9ine left in his wake. Although, when you get used to commanding high numbers from making outlandish behavior, it's hard to unlearn. In this sense, as his own antics began to overshadow his reporting,
Why he look like that?
Ak may have flown a little too close to the sun and compromised
Little
his
ass
position.
hands.
Speaking back in February of 2018, Ebro Darden admonished Ak for his short-sighted ways, inadvertently depicting where he's at now in the process.
He's gotten looped into being the promotional vehicle for Tekashi 6ix9ine. And Akademiks, you lying on behalf of Tekashi 6ix9ine. Bit of advice, young Akademiks.
This nigga Ebro hates every young Ak, bro. Bro,
Sure.
I mean, not everyone. If you speaking
Don't
that,
tie yourself to these artists.
doing
bro.
that rap, then he
Just
like
gotta
you,
be
but
patient. You're gonna lose your credibility if it hasn't been lost already. And especially you standing next to something like that that's
nigga ain't lose none of his credibility. That nigga's even bigger now.
Spokesperson.
Crazy.
Ak became an increasingly easy target for ridicule among hip-hop figures, old and new. Described by YBN Corday as low-key and old head too, trying to act young, wearing a tight-ass Ed Hardy shirt, some believe that Ak has become almost a parody of himself, fulfilling a self-imploding arc that's similar to the misguided behavior and eventual fall-offs of many of the rappers that he's documented.
This fit is not all there neither. Like, he coming at this nigga.
Met by Joe Budden and officially canceled by Meek Mill, it'd be easy for an outsider to be mystified by why these elder statesmen would even...
Meek Mill is beefing with this nigga is the funniest thing, bro. Why are you beefing with DJ Akademiks? Why? Why, bro? Why? Why you beefing with Akademiks?
Ever since Vic Mensa wanted to slap Ak in the face for building a following off of clowning our deaths by documenting the war in Chirac.
R.I.P. to Vic Mensa's career, bro. I thought he was next up, bro. He was at one point getting there, and then it's just like...
It became clear that the issue arises from what Ak represents and how he repurposes real-life woe for his gain. Since his early days, one of the key components of Ak's media strategy is to sensationalize street drama and promote the antics of modern hip-hop and pop rap's ruling class. An activity which old heads see as a nuisance at best, and at worst, a danger.
How you put Meek Mill faces say old heads, bro? Meek Mill's not even old, bro. Like only like 31.
Gassing a lot of beef that got people killed and hurt, and never donated $1 to the culture.
Old heads a mentality too, son. You could be 50
the late Nipsey Hussle
and not be an old head.
Akademiks goes a long way to depicting the wariness that hip-hop artists and fans feel towards him.
I ain't saying I'm gonna do nothing to Act. I say you gotta let clowns be clowns. Let dudes self-destruct, because I've been paying attention to his mess.
Kinda cute too. You get orphan like that.
I respect how you eat, bro. Whatever you do to pay your bills, I can't knock you. But after a while, you becoming, you getting out of control.
In this case, his platform on Everyday Struggle has been both a blessing and a curse, exposing Ak's brand of coverage to those who wouldn't watch his streams or interact with his socials. As a result, making him accountable for his viewpoints and tactics in a way.
I mean, besides Joe Budden leaving, bro, I think he's the reason why people still watch it. I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying anything. Saying anything towards the other two. Like they cool, but I mean, DJ Akademiks is pretty much the show.
Old heads and a brash new generation. Yet, while this was largely done to ensure numbers, there was.
I'll tell you one thing. I'm happy they got that other nigga up out of there. After Joe Budden, the other dude, he had to get it packing, bro. What's his dude? Wayno, bro, doing a phenomenal job, bro. The other nigga,
in which Budden warned Akademiks of the consequences.
Pack him out of there, bro. That nigga was terrible, bro.
XXXTentacion, Joe articulated the viewpoint of Ak's detractors like no one else has, and proved why he should exercise more discretion.
They're gonna hurt him. Stop reporting on street. The street will escalate to a point where every time his name...
Look at his face. He looking at Joe Budden like, I don't hear anything you're saying. I'm gonna continue doing this.
I give him good advice. He ignores it. So now what you think I'm gonna do? Continue to wait?
Joe Budden does the same thing though.
He don't value his own life.
He just do it with it.
Punched on a stage. He is fighting for his life in court. Okay. You are beating fans up. Man, no.
Striking as his remarks are in hindsight, it was Ak's matter-of-fact response of, "That's on him," that really hits home, suggesting that he doesn't feel any obligation to chronicle what's going on in a responsible manner, essentially washing his hands of any fallout that might ensue from a video he posts or the drama-oriented culture that he helps to feed into. Combined with Ebro's prophecy, we see where the stain against Akademiks emanates from. In that sense, it's born of his decision to prioritize controversy and clout over integrity, willing to use beef, Instagram warfare, and unsavory public incidents as fuel that propels his brand forward. His sensibilities align with many younger rappers. Whereas for more wizened MCs or onlookers that don't wish to see the same cautionary tales play out again and again, this tabloid style of reporting is in violation of every sacred rule in the game. Incompatible with the era of a Meek or a Gibbs, Ak's mindset is one of exposure over everything. And while this may not jive with rappers of a previous era, it's tailor-made for the social media infatuated one that he knows that he has his grip on. In closing, when the dust settles, the remedy for Act's waning image boils down to whether he'll be able to prove himself to have good intentions for hip-hop and its future, as Birdman believes. Otherwise, the worry is that he'll lean into the more harmful traits of his brand, lending proof to the idea that he's as parasitic as Vic Mensa infamously speculated that he was. For now, only time will tell. This has been a hip.
I mean, yes. What he was saying is factual, like stuff like Joe Budden and like the late Nipsey. Feel me? Saying like, you know, falling into like that street shit, whatever. I mean, but bro, what do you expect? Like this is his job. Like, feel me? In fact, he got popping off. I found out about this nigga off of the War in Chirac, bro. That was satire in itself, bro. So you don't think his whole career was that, bro? So it's like, I don't know. You can't get mad at the nigga, bro. Especially if you a young artist, bro. You can't really get mad at him, bro. I mean, granted, like when he be calling niggas irrelevant and shit, like young bands, he be OD'd on that nigga. But like, yeah, like a lot of the young talent, bro. You gotta pay. You gotta like thank the nigga, bro. He be putting niggas on, bro. Putting niggas on to a bigger platform that other people want to know. But it's your boy G, and I'm up and out of here. Peace.